Okay, buddy.
We're live.
We clear? 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Universal Broadcasting Network's hit afternoon show, bringing you the latest in music news, artist interviews, and more, with your hosts, Lauren Dair Owens, Ariel Fournier, and Adam Lusk. This is The Music Project.
Hey guys, it's Lauren Dair Owens.
It's Adam Lusk.
And it's Taylor Reyes.
He's Ariel today, until Ariel gets back. Glad to have you back.
What happens when Ariel gets back?
Then he's gone.
It's a battle to the death. That's what's going to happen.
She will kill you. She'll kill you with her cute little looks because she looks like she's 13.
Yes.
Ariel is just going to destroy you.
Oh, no.
Think about this. She's going to be 21 in like 6 months.
When I first met her, I thought she was 16.
Yeah. I met her when she was 16, and I thought she was like 12. So I was like, oh, yeah, how old are you?
Would that make you 6?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I just lost the game.
Good job.
I lost the game.
Anyway, we want to start off by saying a happy birthday to Garrett, our awesome board runner, we're so happy you're. We love you, Taylor.
Wow, the shade.
The shade. We love Taylor. We love you more.
Thanks.
You're welcome. But we all are wearing our little My Little Ponies for you. Except you're not wearing one.
No, I'm not.
Why not?
I don't know. I didn't put one on.
Put one on.
Put one on.
Okay.
Put one on right now.
Right now.
And
Okay.
you
Just put it on, bro.
You know everything
For
about
those
My
of you
Little
who can't
Ponies.
see,
So.
he's choosing. He's choosing.
Who
He's
are you
peeling up
choosing?
the sticker,
Spike the dragon.
and now he's putting it on.
That is a great choice.
I bought
So,
him a My Little Pony card with
so we've got
stickers.
My Little Pony checked off, Garrett's birthday checked off, Slam Taylor checked off.
Yep.
Who
Talk
else?
about
Who do
Ariel's
we
age.
have in the studio today?
We have the awesome Juicebox Bandits.
Yes. Say hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
And
Hello.
starting this off, how do you feel about My Little Pony?
Levi's the biggest fan, so go ahead, Levi.
Yeah, I'm the biggest brony here. I'm sporting Applejack today, and I'm proud of it. And
Yeah. Who are you guys sporting today?
I'm sporting a sports bra. No, I'm sporting. This is apparently gutter flies or shutterfly,
Fluttershy.
fluttershy,
Gutter fly.
shutterfly. See, shutterfly makes more sense because it's like a fly on a shutter. And Wyatt,
Mine I actually forgot, but I do
Rainbow
remember
Dash.
it is the lesbian unicorn.
Wyatt and I are apparently
They're unicorns, right? Ponies.
It's a
Little
Rainbow Dash,
Pony.
I believe, right, Garrett?
Well, lesbian.
Well, yeah, there's unicorns, ponies, and then there's like Pegasi.
What
So
do I
Rainbow
know?
Dash and Fluttershy are both the Pegasi ones. They have wings.
So what's
Wow.
this?
I had no idea.
Yeah.
What's
The-
this? The lesbian one.
I'm really something special.
Rainbow Dash is a Pegasus.
If you notice, she has a rainbow.
Oh. I
Yeah.
didn't see that.
Yeah, mine doesn't have a rainbow.
Well, that's because ours is
Can I have a new
different,
sticker,
Brett.
please?
You guys can trade. No.
Fight me.
Dude, this is the second fight to the death today.
Wow. Is this going to be an ongoing segment? The
Yes.
Music Project Battle Royale?
Much better than Hunger Games.
This is going to be a very fun show because these guys are hilarious. So we have the most random, awkward questions, but we also really want to know about your music as well. How'd you guys all meet each other?
Goodness.
Levi.
Why are you turning to me? You get all the hard questions.
It all started
today.
with too much mayonnaise and a little bit of spaghetti sauce. But go ahead.
We're into that.
we all grew up together in church, so we're best friends. We've known each other for life, and it's.
I want to go that far.
Yeah, well, I don't.
Life's not over yet, Levi.
Yeah, so that's kind of the story behind us.
So you guys all met in church. You guys been best friends forever.
Yes.
BFF.
Yes, exactly.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
We're all
and then
friends.
how'd you guys, think, yo, let's start a band?
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
that's
Well,
what it was.
Levi?
My dad bought me this piece of junk guitar at a guitar sale, garage sale, and then I was
I
like,
thought you were going to say Guitar Center. I was like,
yeah,
yeah.
no, I don't want to bash them. They're nice people. And so I started playing. I started playing guitar and I learned a couple songs, and then I went over to Levi's house and Levi pretended to sing along, and then he was like, "Well, I'm gonna play drums tomorrow."
Yeah,
And
because
then-
my
And
my
they
uncle
forgot
got-
they had to go home and change my diapers because they had to babysit me.
Right.
Yeah.
We were babysitting Wyatt at one point in our lives. But yeah, we all just kind of decided, hey, let's try playing a song together. And then Levi and I did that from like 10 years old till now.
We had a song called the emo song, and we had another one that was about baloney.
And Can I play on the first part of it?
Yeah, go
All
for
right,
it.
let me get my
Let's get
guitar.
your guitar. Let's get your guitar.
Here we
This
go.
is like the quickest resorting to guitar we've ever had.
The intro is something like this. I like baloney.
He likes baloney.
That was pretty much it.
That's how far they got.
We would just sit in a garage for hours saying that back and forth to each other. So you can imagine the chemistry.
And just going chromatically up the scale.
Right, until I ran out of frets, and then we'd be like, let's start it again.
I like the baloney side that you have there. Like he likes baloney.
Yeah.
It
well,
adds something to it.
There's a.
Well, he
yeah.
likes it a lot.
Really?
Yeah, a little too
there had to
much.
be that moment when your mom comes out and just goes,
Stop playing with the baloney, kid.
And there's like scented candles everywhere.
That doesn't
Yeah,
go
the
in your
lights-
pants.
The lights were really low.
So were you just sitting there just saying it, or did you have an instrument too, playing bongos or something?
Levi started playing drums probably just slightly after I started playing guitar.
Yeah.
He was doing the actions, actually. It's like
The
slipping it
what?
down his pants.
Like imitate.
Is that PG?
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that's a bit PG-13, but we can go there.
For some reason I don't remember that. Did you slip me a roofie? Because I don't.
No.
Yeah, that was a time later in the story.
Oh. But yeah, that's how we started playing music with roofies and baloney.
fun.
That's cool. And you guys just wrote joke songs at first?
Kind of.
What was
I
like?
still do. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, what was like the funniest song you guys wrote that you guys
I-
can remember?
I really like
Probably
the ball
said
pit.
the dong song. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dong song.
Is it PG?
Yeah.
Can you show us?
Yes.
Yeah. The whole thing.
Well,
Play the whole thing.
Part of it.
Till it
let's play
gets.
like halfway through.
It's a full
Uh,
story.
Yeah, it's a story. It's not
It's
a.
kind of like watching the last episode of Breaking Bad.
All right.
Oh,
Let's just,
don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. I'm like on season 4.
They all die.
No.
Wait, that's Lost.
No. So yeah. Right.
If you could hear the guitar say
If
I.
you can move your mic over
Yes.
just a
Yeah.
little
I'll move
bit.
it to his guitar. Okay.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, that looks.
I wrote this song when I was 14 years old, and it's about my first date. It's a true story. If you know the words, I'd like you to sing along.
Yes, sir.
I wrote a song about a girl. She smelled real sweet. I met her at Chuck E. Cheese. Time after time, with her glowing shine, we fell in love tonight. In the ball pit, in the ball pit, in the ball pit tonight. You know I fell in love in the ball pit, in the ball pit. You know I fell in love in the ball pit. So I wanted to take her on a second date. I wanted to take her somewhere nice but not too expensive. So I decided on the Sizzler. So I took her to the Sizz. We helped ourselves to some cheese toast. She's the one I like the most. Thought she'd be mine by the end of tonight, but I thought wrong. He thought wrong. In the ball pit, in the ball pit, in the ball pit tonight. I fell in love in the ball pit, in the ball pit. You know I fell in love. We had Beyonce do that part, so. So we're lying there beneath the stars, and she decides she wants to make it more romantic. So we take a left on the Makeout Mountain. We're standing there with each other, and she's really close to my lips, probably closer than she should have been. And she whispers in my ear something no guy ever wants to hear. I knew it was all wrong when she told me. I have a dong.
True story. True story.
True story. So yeah,
You were like 13, right?
I was 13, and that was my first and last date. I've never been on one since.
Well, Brett, me and
Because when I first meet a girl, I'm like, "Hey, you're a girl, right?" And she's like, "What's that supposed to mean?"
Yeah.
Well, Levi, say excuse me.
I had to adjust my mic there.
Sometimes Levi farts during, after, and before songs.
After and before, not during, right?
no.
And he's never.
Never.
But I think you need to clarify. The reason you haven't been on another date is because she was perfect.
Right.
Aw.
And we've been dating ever since, right, Wyatt?
Good tie over. All
My water
right.
bottle disappeared. Did you take it? Oh, yeah.
So you all, you're all like, you're personal musicians as well as being in a band. So who is your personal inspiration for your instrument of choice?
Levi.
Jesus. I don't know if he ever played guitar. I don't think it was
That's always a
invented.
good one.
Go ahead. Levi.
As for like drums, for whatever reason, there isn't really a drummer that I particularly look up to. I really like. Travis Barker's a great one.
Woo!
And yeah, awesome.
Homie.
And I really don't know like all the famous dudes, but like the drummer in Seosin, he's just amazing. Like the drums there, like I love it. I can't even do what he does. It's incredible.
I'm really waiting for the day when we have a drummer come in and I say, "Who's your drum inspiration?" They go, "Justin Bieber's pretty good."
No.
Yeah, no thank
Yeah, keep waiting for
Yeah,
that day.
I watched the VMAs or whatever it was like 2 or 3 years ago when Justin Bieber was like 12.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Back in the good old days.
Wait,
The
2
status
years
drop-
ago,
Yes.
12.
Yes.
What is he, like,
My
20?
math is.
Justin
Perfect.
Bieber ages as much as he wants to. Apparently, he's old
Anyway.
enough to go to jail.
But
No idea.
regardless, that drum solo he did.
Was it just? Was
I-
it janky as all get out?
It's pretty much that. I don't know if they could hear that.
Oh, I
well.
love
don't-
16th notes.
Can I-
Oh,
can I
my
be saucy?
favorite.
What about you two?
Oof. I think Jack Bearcat is the best lead guitarist alive. From All Time Low. I like Tom DeLonge, of course.
Woo! Something tells
I
me
like
you
Phil
Blink.
Wickham. He's not really.
We love Blink.
I've never heard their music, but I'm sure I'll like it if I hear it. Yeah, I like Phil Wickham. He's got a magical heavenly voice.
From what band?
He's just Phil Wickham.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, he's his own band. He's his own fan group and everything.
Gotcha.
Mine's Mark from Blink
There you
182.
go, round it out.
Brett, are you just gonna make fun of me this whole show?
Absolutely.
Okay. Just making sure. Know what I'm getting myself into.
But
So-
as far as like inspirations for singers, I really like Jason Lancaster from former Mayday Parade, and now he's Go Radio. Love his voice.
Yeah. He's magical.
Love his
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just sit in the bathtub with incense and think about him.
Think about his voice.
Think about his voice merging up through the bubbles. He's the bubble to my bubble bath.
Getting a weird visual on this.
Well,
Brett.
Levi talks a lot in his sleep, so that's where I'm getting this.
No, these are spawning so many questions.
Right.
So you guys, were, not taking it as seriously as you could at first, right?
Yeah.
Just like sort of joking around in your garage, making songs like the Dong Song, which I'm not saying is a not a good song. It's a fabulous song.
More or less, you just did, but
Yeah,
No, it's all right. I mean, I would buy it on. I'd buy it on iTunes.
little
Awesome.
offended.
At what point did it become real?
The day it hit you.
I think after puberty. No, I think when Levi and I actually got to where we could figure out how to write a song, and then we started writing songs together. Because before we didn't know what we were doing. We were just like playing cover songs or making stuff up off the top of our heads.
Yeah,
but
well, Brett and I, I'm trying to scratch my head, but I have a hat on. It doesn't really work. Brett and I did a thing called the BC Project, which stood for Brett Cornwell, because it was kind of his thing, and I was helping him out. And we wrote like 17 acoustic songs, and then before too long, we wanted a bass player, so we hired Wyatt.
How old was he at the time?
I think
7?
13, 12.
No, I was like 13, maybe 14.
Were you?
Probably 14.
Yeah, something like that.
No, 15.
It's picking up.
We're going to do the
Something.
math.
9
18.
At least your math's better than Adam's.
Justin Bieber was 87, and now he's 4.
It's true though.
Who is the Bieber? I had a question. I forgot it.
Come on, you got it. You got it. You got it.
No.
All right, we're gonna move on then. So you guys started writing. You guys just doing your acoustic stuff, and then you added Wyatt,
That thing.
this thing over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then from then, was it still acoustic, or did you start writing electric songs, or
We kind of turned the acoustic songs electric.
like a metamorphosis?
Yeah, it was like a butterfly,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
and it was beautiful. But we took those songs and made them electric, and then we thought, well, let's write a song all together. And
How'd
then,
that work?
You ever been to a circus?
We're actually going to play that song
Yeah.
today, but
Which one is it?
yeah. Come with me.
Yeah,
yeah.
no, that was the first song we all wrote together.
Yeah.
It was-
Can you how was the process like? Was it really chaotic? It was like a circus.
Lots of
basically.
kissing.
Well, we had another person in our band, our friend Caleb. He was playing
Yeah,
drums.
He was on drums, and I was on bass, and Wyatt was on rhythm guitar.
Yeah.
And that lasted about 2 weeks before Caleb decided he didn't want to be in it anymore.
So
Were
then
you guys
Levi.
just too crazy for
Oh, the
him?
problems of 13-year-olds.
No,
No.
we wanted to like.
We were
Be,
more
he
serious
just kind of
about it.
wanted to like just like chill and just like
Yeah.
once a month or something. Just
It goes
play
back
and-
to the last question. You said like when it got serious, and that was when it got serious, and he didn't really want to get serious.
Yeah.
It's like when you ask a girl to be your girlfriend, and she was like, kind of like what we have now.
which is friend zoning.
Which is
Totally sounds like Taylor.
friend zoning.
That's how the band is ran off of just friend zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, just all of you guys are friend zoned.
We've all friends.
I mean, we've all
over the years.
made mistakes, but we're definitely friend zoned.
Maybe, kind of.
Sort of.
Ish.
Weekdays we're friend zoned. We'll put it that way.
Weekends are when mistakes happen.
Off and on thing.
Our designated mistake day.
Just like Friday and Saturday, then Sunday, you pray and it's all over. It's back to friend zone.
Yes, Sunday you pray and things go back to normal.
Beyond hypocritical, but yes.
So it became real. You guys started writing songs together. When did you guys start realizing you're like, I'm gonna perform. I'm gonna perform these songs.
When we played in my backyard.
It was like Wyatt's 9th birthday.
Whoa.
Just like Justin Bieber.
13. No, okay, just go on.
That was honestly, I wish someone recorded that because I wanted to hear how good we were.
Yeah.
And
think we
how
all did the
bad
opposite.
we've gotten.
I think
You've gotten worse.
We've gotten way worse.
Oh yeah.
No.
No, I think we played like 3 songs, and it was for like his mom and her best friends.
And they were like, "Oh, repeat the last one." And like we were like, it was like we're repeating the same 3 songs for like 30 minutes.
I totally forgot about that.
I know. I was
try
just
to
thinking
block
about
out
that the other day.
like horrible events in
Yeah.
my head too.
What 3 songs did you guys play?
I know we played
Go.
"Come with Me."
Come With
Go.
Me.
Probably played "Go," which was
Against
from an
All
old
Odds.
band.
You guys did all original stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, and Shut Up. We did Shut Up.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
remember
At
that.
If
like
you're doing
13.
covers, then
No big deal.
No, we didn't do
Yeah, we
covers.
didn't do
Okay.
covers for a long time.
We just started like getting into like covers and stuff.
So backwards. Everything.
I know it.
Most
Guys,
bands
Please
do
stop
covers.
showing off. Okay.
Sorry.
I think it's
We're
because
just really good, and every other band out there isn't. So whatever.
So, as a band, who do you think influenced you guys? I mean, you all have your own personal, but who do you think
Blink-182.
influences your sound?
Are you gonna do this every time?
Every time
I think
yes.
I would say
know
like the
them.
newer Blink though, because the old Blink we didn't. I mean, I love it, but it's not really. In our
I think
music.
at the beginning we were taking more from
yeah,
it, but
yeah.
we've kind
I'd say Blink is probably a big one. You?
I'd say Mike Hem too.
Yeah,
Levi
I
likes
really like My
Mike.
Chemical Romance, and I was a huge fan of this this small band called Thieves and Villains, and they
Yeah.
really inspired me quite a bit. But nobody's ever heard of them.
How'd they inspire you?
Well, I was really into them,
Weird.
and they were a tiny band, and they made 2 albums, and they never really got very far. But it's kind of inspirational, the effort that they put into it, and so it really kind of drove
And
me.
then you just like their sound?
Yeah, no,
pretty
yeah, I
much?
love their sound too.
Very cool. Good?
Oh my god, this is a great interview so far.
It gets better.
It gets better as we get stranger.
Sweet.
Just wait and just watch.
Stay tuned. So do we have any songs for them?
We have Sticks and Bones.
Yeah, let's go ahead and
Sticks and
listen to
Bones.
this one.
Let's check it out.
Bones and sticks.
No, it's
That's not how we wrote it.
It's
Oh,
Sticks
sorry.
and Bones.
If you're gonna do it that way,
Thank
you
you.
play it backwards.
Thank you.
So
Sticks and Bones by Juicebox Bandits.
Was nothing more but a weight in my sunken chest. They said it's for the best, should've known better. They thought that it would bring me down and out for the count. It almost did, but I'll never let them get the best of me again. So take a number, I'll be right with
Oh, hey, everybody.
And we're back with the Juicebox Bandits.
Song didn't end, right?
Brett's just going to announce himself for the rest of the show.
And so, what point did you guys realize Wyatt was a girl?
Oh,
But
speaking
seriously,
of
can you
which,
answer
I
that?
remember
Right.
one of
Wait,
your
wait,
shows.
wait, whoa, hold on. Is that your segue? Wyatt's a girl into
Thank
another
you.
question.
Speaking
Thank
of
you.
transies,
Well, no, okay. So I remember seeing a show at Chain Reaction.
Oh, he
I think
was
it
there.
was.
All right.
Get ready
Dude,
for
Oh
action.
yeah, it was,
We didn't
I'm-
have that plan, just to let you know.
I know.
Levi-
Yeah, he had it planned.
He did.
You guys didn't know.
Okay,
That's
so
what he
what
told me.
happened was,
Yeah,
um,
okay. For fill in the viewers.
Okay, so I was playing bass,
Listeners.
and I look over, and like Brett's always made fun of me, like, "Oh, why it's a girl?" Like, "Oh, look how funny I am."
I don't know if it's
people."
making fun of you. It's
No,
more
it
just
is.
revealing you.
And so I looked over, and he has written on his arm because he was playing guitar like this. He has written perfectly, so I could see it. It's hashtag why it's a girl.
right.
And I was like, I started like busting up laughing. I was like, oh my gosh. And like seriously, like 10 seconds later, I hear everyone just like start busting up laughing. And they're looking at Levi. I'm like, well, that never happens. So then I look over at Levi, and he has a hashtag why it's a girl shirt. And I was like, what? And they never talked about it. Like they didn't
Yeah,
say
we didn't-
word
I just
one
wrote
to
it on
each
my
other.
arm. It was kind of one of those things when you've been playing music together with a long person for a long time.
You just get like this vibe, like, oh, let's
Yeah.
write down hashtag why it's a girl.
And the perfect part was that we were just about to play "I Kissed a Girl."
Yeah, and yeah,
That was the best part about it.
that
Like,
was so
is
much
everything
fun.
because I remember you just standing up on you just like put the shirt on and then like did this and I was like, that is the funniest
I
thing
was
I've
so
seen.
confused because I was like, why is everyone laughing at Levi? Like that never happens.
He's the drummer.
he made a couple jokes one time.
Wait,
I
it
mean,
was
they
a-
weren't funny,
it was a
but he made.
printed
No,
They
he
were-
got
they
it
were made. I think
he
it needs
got
to
it
be
made.
documented.
He got it made and like shipped to his house before the show. And we're actually going to be making them.
Dude,
So
I
we're
Think that's gonna be part of your
actually
merch?
Yo,
we're actually
I
going to
want
be
one of
selling them
those.
for
I was
merch,
actually
so.
gonna make one just
We
like show up at one of your shows.
We
with
are
just
going to sell.
hashtag why it's a girl.
That
and I
reminds
was
me of
like,
Fall-
look what I made, guys.
When I saw Fall Out Boy, their new merch shirt just says "Thanks, Pete," and I'm like, I really want that shirt because apparently it was something they mentioned in some concert, and then everyone loved it, so now it's part of their merch.
That's
Th-
so
that's-
great.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Thanks, Pete.
I like Fall Out
Thanks,
Boy.
Pete.
Like we have one serious.
Thank
yeah.
you, Pete.
That was hot.
Wait,
Thanks,
for Gravity
Pete.
Hill, can you have like a woohoo shirt with Taylor's face underneath?
Actually, no. Wait, I'll talk about that later.
Oh gosh, what did I do?
Our code name for you.
what is it? Just real quick.
Damn it, Taylor,
Why?
because he always messes up.
It's actually.
Well, you
Damn it,
totally
Taylor.
ripped that off from Joey Luthman.
I did.
It's
Okay,
a-
we'll
it-
discuss this later.
It's actually
Sorry.
Encarnacio, but
So, wrapping this little segment up. Hashtag why it's a girl. It's the funniest thing ever done.
Yeah, that's what you think.
snaps for that.
So
I have to sleep with that at night.
I know your first tattoo.
I know. I should.
you get it across your forehead.
Hashtag why it's a girl.
Yeah, right across your
I
forehead.
did one before.
Where?
Where?
Forehead.
Oh, really? That's you got it removed though,
Yeah.
or it's just cover up right now.
Lots of makeup.
So, like, speaking of performing stuff, you guys' stage performance is like really fun. Like, it's really
Well, thank you.
fun to see.
Thanks.
It's really entertaining. Do you guys like plan any of your stuff?
Nope.
Not at all.
I just
Not
we
usually.
planned our first show. We're like, okay, I'll make this joke,
Yeah.
and then Wyatt
And
will
then
laugh.
Brett's guitar blew up.
It
like
exploded.
literally blew up.
How?
Like,
How?
what was it? One? No, he
It all
broke a
started.
string.
It all started with some salad tongs and a little.
No,
bit.
that's not what happened.
Was that
He
not- that
broke
was
a
a different time.
string. Yeah, that
Different
was
show.
a different time.
All right, cool.
But he broke a string, and like that
On
was
our
our
very
very
first
first show, and like he's never broken a string before, and so we were like, oh shoot. So then me and
shoot.
Levi started playing this like.
Okay, wait. So Wyatt and I realized we have to fill the space. I'm like, okay, Wyatt, why don't you start playing something on the bass?
Because he didn't have an extra
and
guitar at the
what
time.
he always does is he plays Carousel from Blink-182. And
Blah,
like,
blah,
it
blah,
kinda-
blah, blah, blah.
yeah, and it kind
a
of drives me up a
beautiful
wall just because
song.
I hear it so much. And so I expect him to play that. Instead, he starts doing like a polka beat, like dum dum dum.
It was so great.
What?
So he started just jamming to like old school blues, and then
Old school polka.
okay, I guess.
Yeah, don't ask him about me.
And then I was like, hey everyone, who wants to hear a knock knock joke? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, okay, why did the chicken cross the road?
Like,
And,
that's not a knock.
It
knock
was not a
joke.
knock.
it was, but that was the joke.
I don't think so. I
The
think
joke
you're-
was you just on
The
stage.
joke is you.
Looking, yeah,
Right,
precisely.
Levi.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say it.
But so it worked out, and eventually, like we got through it, and Brett got his string fixed. And at the end of the show, we had people come up. They're like, "Hey, did you guys plan that?"
Like they thought that we actually planned. They asked if we planned to
I was like,
break
yeah,
a
guys,
string.
I'm going to.
Here's what's
yank-
gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pull my string off, and you guys are gonna stall.
Yeah. No, they
It's
were
like, no, Brett has a pedal and it breaks his string actually
Yeah.
when he pushes it, and he gets to
It's a
pick which
laser.
one he wants. Yeah.
That's the funny thing. Like
It's right next to the
people
tuner
think stuff
pedal.
like that is planned. Like I remember falling at the Roxy like on my face.
That was the
But-
funniest thing I've ever seen.
That was so
on
funny.
my face. But the best part is the line I sang before I fell was, "Oh no, I just keep on falling."
And then bam! And
I
was
ate
so
it.
good.
I
I
literally
remember
ate it.
drumming to it, and I looked this way, and then I looked forward, and she's gone. I was like,
Where'd you go?
But I got more people who came up after it. It was like, "Did you plan that? Like, was that like a dance movie plan?" I'm like, "No,
No,
I like
the-
literally fell on my face."
The
All I could-
answer is always yes. I did plan that.
But no, but people think that if you like, even if you mess up, they're like, "Oh, that's just part of your show, right?" And you're like,
no.
Yes.
"Yeah."
"Do you guys ever have like a train wreck? Just
Oh,
completely."
Oh,
Wait,
well,
wait. Are you saying a
Saddleback?
train just hit Saddleback?
No, sort of.
I have
Kinda-
a great
well,
train
I
wreck
think
story.
the LA Battle of the Bands was kind of a train wreck too.
No,
my God.
Oh,
no,
it's-
yeah.
tell us your worst show ever.
Okay,
Oh,
my
tell us how
personal.
much you suck.
Well, if we go over all of them.
Wait. Brett has a personal one.
I have a great.
top it
Oh my gosh, this is so.
Okay,
you guys
it's-
might
it's
cry.
just sad.
Just keep
All
it.
right, let's go.
This is when I almost gave up music for good.
Oh, gee.
It was my senior year of high school. I had just broken my foot. I lost every.
He used to swim, and he was like going to like the Olympics.
I was
and he broke his
pretty
foot.
fast, and I broke my foot, so I lost
Shaving your
like
leg
college
and all that.
ship,
Pretty hot.
college ship, and everything. So I'm totally bummed about that. And then our high school band had a show, and it was in front of like the entire school. And so we had practiced this song probably 3 times, and I'm in a cast, so I have to like scoot out on stage on crutches, and there's like the entire class, like everyone I know, and we're like, all right, let's do this. The drummer starts the song at like maybe half speed, like 5, 6, and it's supposed to be bad. The bass player played the song in the wrong key the entire time, a half step up.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
I'm the only one who
Old
sings.
band.
I was
Old
like,
band.
bro,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, my guitar or my mic stand falls over, and I'm in a cast, so I can't get it. It's like in the 3rd row, and I'm like, well, that sucks. And then like right before the song's about the end, the power goes out, and I was like, well, this sucks. So then everybody just kind of like just like claps and looks at each other, and then I just like walked off stage, and I was probably the most humiliated I've ever been in my life. I was a broken foot, and I just laid on the floor, and I wanted to die.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's pretty bad.
so then I did. But then God blessed me with good friends who are good musicians.
Yeah.
And so
But no, we have like 2, I'd say. But one was Saddleback.
no, go to the whatchamacallit one. That one's
Yeah.
way better.
Battle of the
one?
Bands.
The Battle of the Bands
Battle
one.
of the
It's a
Band.
way better story.
Yeah, we're playing in like the very first song. What was it? Like
No.
halfway through the set?
No, it's
I
like
think it was
second
close.
song. We only got like 3 songs.
Yeah.
It was like a Battle of the Bands thing.
Yeah. And it was in front of like some like big wig dudes that we wanted to kind of impress.
Yeah, it was like the
Oh,
capital,
of
like
course.
record label, like Capitol, like all these huge like record labels were like shoot, and then
Shoot.
like halfway through the set, my bass cuts
No,
out.
it was like right in the beginning of "Come with Me."
Oh yeah, right when
It's
the
always
bass.
that song.
Yeah,
Always that
Brett,
song.
that's gross.
Whoa.
That was intense.
Say you're sorry.
No, that was weak.
Thank you. Yeah, so my bass cuts out in like the most important part of the bass I play, and the whole entire time I'm trying to plug it back in and I can't, so I just drop my bass and I just start dancing and stuff. And then I run over to Levi's drums and I grab all of his extra sticks and I just start throwing it out to the crowd. And
And let me guess, that's when he drops a stick, right?
yeah, no, and so he drops a stick and he has to go and grab it. And then what else happened? Like it was so
And
bad.
then you went and got T-shirts and just started throwing them.
Yeah,
at
I
people.
started.
No,
I just.
No, and then he throws out all of his picks. He's like, "Oh, I don't need these anymore." And starts throwing them out to the audience.
That's right.
And then he finally figures out what's wrong with his bass, hits the very last note of the song, and then doesn't have a pick for the rest of the set.
Yeah, I have to go up to somebody in the crowd and like ask for a big bag. It was so bad.
Yo, I know I just threw this to you, but can I just like have it?
Yeah,
Back,
exactly.
please?
I felt so bad.
But the
It was-
coolest part is we drew the biggest audience. I was like, "Who's that freak dancing up there? That's rad."
and we got absolute last place.
Yeah.
Like all the other bands, like yeah, they were good, but I don't know, like they were just standing there. It's like we were, I don't know.
At least we
like,
entertain people.
yeah, we got a big crowd, so we got fans from that.
They're like,
but-
you guys can entertain, but you suck.
I know. It's
Bro,
like okay,
come on.
fine.
It was awful.
It was pretty bad.
Awful's a good word to describe
And
it.
also, we're playing on a stage, and it was like this, like that was so funny. We're rocking out, and the whole entire stage, they're in sections, and it's in the grass, so we jump around a lot. And like at the end of it, it looks like an earthquake happened. Like it's like one, like I'm not joking. They're like
Because it
at
was
an
made
angle,
in
like yeah,
panels.
it
It was
was
like pushed
It was
a
like
foot in the
3-foot
ground.
sections. Yeah. So like
it was so bad.
it was like different geography of the stage.
My
Like,
pedal was like at like a 45-degree angle, and it's like barely holding on, and it was so bad.
we lost Levi. We didn't know what happened to him.
Yeah, he disappeared.
Halfway through the show, he just fell down the hill. But yeah, we've had some bad shows.
All right, the House of Blues when Levi's floor
Okay,
tom.
they make me use like their kit. I can't bring my own stuff. And then I'm drumming, and the floor tom literally falls over and rolls away from me while I'm playing.
He's like trying to
That's
play
happened
it
to me
as a
so
solo. Yeah.
many times.
At the House of Blues?
Not the House of Blues, but
Yeah.
other shows like that.
yeah,
That's
it rolled away. Like I can't get it when it's
You're like,
If
well,
it, if it
my
falls
gums
down,
hurt.
you can pick it up like when there's a break or something. But
Yeah.
if it's rolling away,
It was gone.
did anyone help you at all?
no.
And all the cymbals will like turned around because like their
Oh
drum
my
kit is a
worst.
piece
Wait,
of crap.
which
the
which
Anaheim House of Blues.
and how I actually really like that one.
No,
That's a great
It's not
stage.
great.
It's
I've
okay.
only
It's a great
played it
stage,
on
yeah.
bass.
This is when we all
I've only
start
played it as
fighting
a
again.
bassist, so I'm like, sweet.
Yeah.
I can use my own gear and
They're
everything.
they probably use their like B kit, not their A kit or something
Maybe.
like
Yeah, I
that.
don't know.
You guys are just a cover band anyway, so.
It's okay. Taylor and I played a show maybe 2 weeks ago in Simi Valley, and we're, of course, didn't get a tent or anything. We just
Oh
get
my
stand
God.
outside at high noon and die. And we have all our bass pre-recorded, so we have it on a computer. We plug it into the bass amp. It's going fine, and then it's all good. And then we are down to our last 2 songs, and it's the only cover we have. Are You Gonna Be My Girl, which starts with that awesome bass riff. And we're like, okay, take it away. And we're looking at the
need the
bass
bass
amp.
player.
We're like, why is it not going? Why is it not going? The bass amp overheats, but Taylor still hears it. So he goes ahead and just starts the song, and we have no idea what we're starting to because there's no bass going. And so Shay and I are like, we're gonna start
No.
now. Now let's go. But we heard no bass, but he's hearing it all. So he's
So-
like, you guys are crazy. What are you doing? Why aren't you starting the
Yeah.
song? We're like, because there's no bass. So freak stuff happens like that all the time. But as long as you know how to pick it up and just be like, okay, we're good, and I'm gonna go get up and catch that rolling tom, then you're good.
I don't even need to play the drums.
What?
Just go get the tom that's rolling.
we
Let's turn it around though.
Interpretive dance.
Yeah. What's your guys' best show performance that you've done? Like the one where you're just like that we nailed it. Like I crowd surfed, did
I'd
like
say
a front flip.
Well,
Super cool.
Operation. That-
Operation Smiles is a great show.
Operation Smile.
I think we played at the Vault with False Puppet.
Oh, that was
Anytime
such
we
a
play
great
with
one.
them, we have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
all-
I'd say I don't know.
probably Operation Smiles.
Yeah, probably Operation. Like we just get there and it was like we were like celebrities. Like it was the weirdest thing.
Well,
like,
we are, but
yes.
someone finally acknowledged it.
Yeah.
That's all.
No, and so like we get there and we've never seen any of these people, and like I remember me and Brett walked into the room at first and like they all look at us and they like start whispering and we're like, how they even we're in like I don't even know
It
what
was
city
in,
we were
like,
in.
Diamond Bar.
Yeah, and so then we play and we had this killer
Chino?
show. And during it, I was like, I'm gonna give out a free shirt, and like everyone's yelling, so I go and throw it, and it gets caught up in the catwalk. So I had to go grab another one, and then at the end of it, like me and Brett, we went to In-N-Out, and Levi didn't follow us because he doesn't like us or
I had a headache.
In-N-Out.
I had a headache that
He had a
night.
headache.
had a headache. I needed aspirin.
And then like it was so funny. It was like a chain reaction. There was like 3 or 4 like groups that were at the show. That was weird. And they like asked for a picture, so we started taking a picture, and everyone else was kind of like looking at us. And we had like random people start coming up, and then me and Brett, we had like honestly like the whole In-N-Out, like just taking pictures
That's
with us,
the
and
funniest
nobody
thing.
knew like who we were. Like only a few people
This random
did.
kid, this
Like,
random guy.
we
with
see
his
this random
family.
family come up, and
They
like,
weren't even at the
they're
show.
like, "Can we have a picture?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure." Like
They're
they
like,
don't
I
even
told
know
them
who
no.
we are.
See, that's
That
the funniest
happens,
thing
though.
about people is
Yeah.
like if you're in a crowded area and one person asks for a picture, then everyone's like, I don't know who they are,
Yeah,
but I need a
but
picture
they're
with
famous.
them.
Yep,
That was
they're famous.
my friend.
You are so wrong.
One of my best friends, Austin, who lives in North Carolina.
Hot friend Austin.
Hot friend Austin. He was not to be confused with any other Austin, but he was filming a movie in Georgia, and he was with some friends, and they start talking in British accents just for fun.
Hello.
And they went to a Steak and Shake, and they're just talking these British accents, and they start talking to these girls and tell them they're in a boy band. None of them play instruments, and so they're like, "Yo, we're in a boy band," and this mom comes up to them and said, "My daughter's having her sweet 16 tomorrow. Will you come to her party and come take pictures with all the girls?" So they make up this whole elaborate story about being in this boy band,
Oh,
being from
no.
London. They go to the girl's birthday party and get all these girls.
Okay, the
So come take
funniest
pictures
thing
with them.
is
That's like Brennan.
They got like all this free stuff, and then they leave. They're like,
That's
none
so-
of us are British, none of us can play any music, but we just got like 200 girls
okay.
to take pictures with us.
Straight up, one of my friends started picking up chicks as a British dude, and he's from like I don't even know where he's from, but he has no British accent at all. But he talked
Topeka, Kansas.
He talked in a British accent the entire time, and then he ended up making out with like 3 chicks. I
That's
was like,
so great.
I was
That
like,
is one dirty mouth.
What? That's so crazy.
But I think that's just like group mentality. Like, ooh.
Yeah,
oh.
if he's from
Oh,
Britland.
they're getting pictures? I want a picture.
Yeah,
I have no
exactly.
idea who they are, but I guess they're attractive.
It was
now.
just so weird for us because we were like, we're in a random in and out. And
Since then,
like,
we can't go in public. It's kind of annoying. Like, can I get
Chauffeurs
a double
and
double?
bodyguards.
And then the chef comes out. He wants a picture. He's like, can I get one for my daughter?
So awkward.
Yeah, it's for my daughter actually.
I'm like, sure. That's why your other picture of Levi is hanging above your stove right now. This one's for Levi.
Shall we?
All right, guys,
Not that this interview has been random enough.
we got a game.
Yes!
All
Oh,
right,
I was hoping we
games.
had a game. All right, I'll set up the chairs. Let's get the Duck Duck Goose going.
Actually,
different game.
I
I
different
think
game.
they get
Wait,
to pick
close
the
enough.
game,
We're-
Brett.
I thought you said we're gonna set up the chairs. Let's get the duct tape out.
That's my
Okay, I
favorite
have
game.
That's me and
the
Brett's
game
game.
pieces.
Oh my.
What do you guys want to be? Who wants the hat?
I kind of already have it.
I kind of want a hat.
You want the hat?
Friday
Who wants
night.
who wants the thimble?
A pimple?
Levi,
Thimble.
I have plenty
Brett,
of those.
yeah.
I'll be the
no,
thimble.
no,
We're
no,
gonna
no.
play Monopoly Duck Duck Goose with duct
Ow,
tape.
my tooth.
We're playing Calvin Ball.
Okay, got
With
it.
Oh,
duct
I
tape.
like how.
So-
No, the game we're gonna play is called How Well Do You Know Your Band Member?
Oh my gosh, I'm so good.
Dude, we're gonna wreck.
I lose at this.
First one to
every
scream
time.
loses.
So this has already been really random. So we made sure that these questions were extra random. Normally we're just asking about your favorite fast food restaurant and stuff, but we're gonna make these questions even weirder and randomer, but just because it's you guys. So the first one we're gonna do is for Levi. What is White's best experience going through puberty?
Telephone poles.
Telephone pole.
No.
No?
No.
How was I not?
No, tell him the story when he prayed for better hair.
Yeah, that's
No, that's
puberty for a
one.
change.
I don't know. I don't know.
Wyatt, what
can't
was
answer
it?
That was my best guess.
You can't answer that.
Telephone poles?
Yeah.
All right,
You wanna
explain
say
what
that.
telephone
No, I'm not going to
poles
say.
is.
I'm just going to leave it at
We
that.
can't
We
possibly
can't.
explain that on
No,
the air.
I cannot explain that on
You
the
say
air.
keep it PG. We're keeping it PG.
I'm just going to leave it at that. But did I get it right?
Next
No?
question.
So,
All right, Levi.
Yeah.
Another question for you. Does Brett fart in his sleep?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
I
About,
have first-hand experience.
How many times like per night?
Average AFP.
That was Levi's
Average
question.
farts per night.
It's a new measurement system.
14.
14.
Say
You
around
could
there.
probably power a city.
He has before.
Like 14 per hour.
That's his part-time job.
I power my amp off of Wyatt's butt.
What?
Off of Wyatt's butt. I thought you were the farter though.
Ooh.
Next question.
Wyatt, what deodorant does
What
Brett
breed
use?
is Brett?
What deodorant does Brett use?
He uses Old Spice.
Old
Fiji?
Spice, what?
Um,
Nah, yeah, Old Spice. Pretty
yeah.
much anything Old Spice.
I was
Good
expecting
job,
like
Wyatt.
Thanks,
Dove
Brett.
sensitive.
I like
He's like what? Original,
Actually, I do
don't
use
you?
Dove Sensitive on my skin. That commercial just enticed me.
You're
He like
I-
picks up the baby after the shower.
I
He's like,
need that.
he's like, let me feel your skin, Dad.
Old Spice.
All right, Wyatt. Got another question for you.
Yes, sir.
What is Levi's favorite chick flick?
It better be Mean Girls.
You know, that's a
not
good
a chick.
movie.
That's not even a chick flick.
You don't really watch chick flick.
But there is one that you
Oh,
you
dude,
have no idea, but
He just admitted it.
there is one that I like.
Levi has a sensitive side.
Dude, I don't know, man.
It's Failure to Launch because Zoe Deschanel
Yeah.
is awesome in that movie.
Failure to launch.
Failure to launch. That's actually
I've only
funny.
heard
good
my
one.
dad.
All
talk
I heard
about
was
that
"Feel Your," and I'm
Fail-
worried.
Failure to Launch.
Yes.
Maybe you should
Matthew
stop paying
McConaughey,
attention to only
too.
words you want
That's
to
a
hear.
good one.
Actually, it's probably my mom that talks about that movie because it's Matthew
You know
McConaughey. She's like,
which
"Oh my
one.
God, Matthew McConaughey is my man." And I'm like, "You're married."
Brett,
Yes, ma'am.
what is Wyatt's favorite smell?
His own fart.
That's
No,
definitely
it's surfboard
yours.
wax.
We actually asked him
Oh,
this
I
before.
love surf
Yeah,
wax.
See, thank you.
I knew it.
Sex wax and sticky bumps.
Yep.
Just
Oh.
sticky
Right.
bums.
What was the first one?
Sex wax.
That sounds
It smells really
delightful.
good. But you said it was something different when we asked you, right?
Huh? No.
Favorite smell?
My favorite smell.
Wait, I thought you said
Wyatt,
Wyatt's.
sorry.
Yeah, Wyatt's
You
favorite
wrote
smell.
that wrong.
Wyatt's
It's your
favorite
fault.
smell would definitely
Whatever.
be
Wait,
sticky
when
bumps.
do we answer these questions?
No, you guys were gone.
This
so
is
we
a serious
so
report.
that's Levi.
All right.
Oh,
But so
Sticky bumps.
I thought Adam wrote it
let's
for Levi.
just
but wrote for
I
you.
wrote the question on the paper wrong, so let's just ask the same question, but for Levi.
Levi's favorite smell?
You have no idea.
Brett's farts.
No, I know this.
Oh, Del Taco.
Hey, this is my.
he walks in, he
question.
smells like grease, and he just goes crazy.
No.
Del Taco, Taco Bell.
I prefer Del
The
Taco.
smell of cookie
What?
dough
What?
ice cream.
What's wrong with you?
There's one right by my house. I
Del
gotta-
Taco is way
No, what
better
is-
than
leave
Taco
this in
Bell.
it.
Not
favorite
even.
Taco Bell's
I know
disgusting.
this.
Taco Bell's way better than
All right,
Del Taco.
My favorite
No.
smell is
hang on, don't say.
Reese's
Go.
Pieces.
All right, Reese's Pieces is your answer.
No.
Is that correct?
Okay, actually, what I do is I go to the store, I buy a white packet of Tic Tacs, I eat all the Tic Tacs.
Oh, I knew
And I
that!
smell the box afterward, and it's amazing.
That's pretty good.
He gets high
Freaking
on
weird, dude. You're weird.
When I went on
Is
vacation,
this just like a daily occurrence? Just eat all the Tic Tacs and just.
He's been going through therapy for it.
it smells really good.
It's all fun and games until he actually inhales the Tic Tac.
All right, we do have one more question because that was a little bit of a flub.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Adam.
Brett,
Yes.
what's the girliest thing that Levi's ever done?
Most feminine.
We were filming this movie when we were kids. Yeah. And
That's how every great story starts.
and we were getting not Levi and I were getting married, but I was getting was it Lexi I was getting married to?
Probably.
I was getting married to his sister in this little movie we were making, and it was like super random. Like we got married in a bathroom, and we needed a priest or whatever to someone who was able to do it. So then Levi comes around the corner and he goes, "I'm certified," and that was probably the gayest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
Because Levi really doesn't.
Can we
do
just
gay
do that same question for Wyatt though?
Oh my gosh!
Do you really want to?
Wait, but if he's a girl, wouldn't
Wait,
everything he does be
Exactly.
feminine?
The girliest thing
What's
he's ever
the most
done.
masculine
Yes.
thing he's ever done?
The most masculine
No.
thing he's ever done is look at me.
That's not true.
The most is it masculine or
No, girliest.
the
Girliest.
girliest
Feminist.
thing Wyatt's
Feminist.
ever done?
So many to choose from.
Oh my gosh. This is like asking which breath was the best today. The girliest thing Wyatt has ever done.
Just pick one.
Oh man. Probably like sometimes in his sleep, if I get out of bed, I come back in bed and he's like laying where I was. Like he misses me and like he like puts his head on my pillow and
Just for the smell.
That's
Yeah.
the gayest. That's not the girliest.
Okay, then the girliest is probably yes.
I
Everything.
like that answer.
No, I don't know. You do a lot of girly things.
So just go.
What's
go
the
with
most
first-
recent then? What's
first
the
one
most
out of
recent?
your head.
Really?
He's wearing a My Little Pony sticker.
Oh, I know what it is. He has to have his special shampoo and his special conditioner, otherwise
Yeah.
his hair gets really tangled.
Yeah,
I have
that
to have
wins.
black woman's conditioner. I'm not joking.
And
It's
he
called
like lives
Mixed
by
Chicks.
it.
Wait, what is it called?
Mixed
It's called
chicks.
Mixed Chicks.
And it says like support your
He has
race.
to have black,
Like I'm not.
and the
black.
bottle is wider than can be.
Yeah.
So it's just janky to begin with.
It's white shampoo.
But that's pretty girly. Like he has to have it.
Pretty girly.
That is fabulous.
I could just see you going to a store and like you and a black woman
Yeah.
reach for the same bottle of
No,
shampoo.
no, okay, that's what happened. Me and my mom were in Target, and my mom saw this black lady with like perfect hair, and she ran up to her and she was like, "What shampoo do you use?" I'm like, so she showed us everything, and that's what I use. And ow, my hair has never felt and smelled better.
It's extremely voluptuous and bouncy.
Thank you, Brett.
Yes.
That is fabulous. I love that answer. That was the best one so far.
I like games. Let's play more.
Okay,
All right.
we're
Well,
out
I actually have a better idea. Why don't you guys play us some songs?
No. It's
almost
a
like a
game.
game.
The game is how many songs can you play in,
the
8
next
minutes?
In 8 minutes?
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. We have one 8-minute song.
We can play every
That's
song.
only one
play
song,
every
then.
song triple speed.
Exactly.
So if it's at like
Alright, you need a drum?
150 BPM, to speed it up really quickly.
Like
Just
450.
yeah. Usually that's what we prefer around here.
How many people are singing?
Just Levi and I.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna steal one of these for your guitar.
God, it always sounds better when there's no mics around the Wyatt area.
It's okay. We can give him Taylor's mic.
Should we just all?
What's that?
Oh, there we go.
I think it sounds great. Maybe he's not talking to me. That's my wallet, Adam.
Take it. Take
you
it.
can
take
have
it,
all
take
the
it,
money
take
in
it,
there.
take it.
The wallet itself is worth more than the money inside of it.
All right, what's the song called?
This song is called "Come With Me." This is the song we told you that Wyatt's bass shut off during. This song has a lot of memories. It's,
Yeah, it's the first one we wrote.
First song we ever wrote as a band.
Awesome.
I wrote your name in the sand last summer as you stood across the ocean shore. I could hear your pleas in the salty breeze, desperate whispers of a helpless girl.
2, 3, 4. Don't pretend to like what you have, 'cause I can see right through that.
Right now you're contemplating
To trust or just give up on everything you tried for, all the secrets of our future.
I'm fighting the excitement not to give it all away. And I'm falling for the calling that your heart's been longing for.
You were meant for so much more than this, a fighting chance to find your happiness. Don't you dare stop till you find it. And all you need is someone to believe in. So take a leap of faith and trust in me. And let's close our eyes and dream of the things that we could be. The only way that I can see a perfect life is when you come with me. Have you ever seen the sunset? Have you never even loved yet?
I think it's about time you get all the things that you deserve.
So come on, let's just do it. There is really nothing to it.
I'll be right here all through it, the way it's meant to be. And I'm falling for the calling that your heart's been longing for.
You were meant for so much more than this, a fighting chance to find your happiness. Don't you dare stop till you find it. And all you need is someone to believe in. So take a leap of faith and trust in me. And let's close our eyes and dream of the things that we could be. The only way that I can see a perfect life is when you come with me. And
That was very
Cool.
cute.
That was awesome.
Thanks.
I just have one quick question. This is for my personal question.
Yes.
I don't care if they know. Or
I don't care
How do you guys like write your songs? Like that you did a guitar riff in there that was like do 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 do. You know,
Yes.
it was pretty cool and I dug it. How like let's answer this like really quick. Yeah, that's got to stay at him.
Sorry, Wyatt. Usually I come up with a guitar riff that I steal from another band or something. No, I usually come up with a guitar riff and then I show it to Levi and then we kind of sit down and
Spice it up.
he gives up and he kind of like, we usually try to think of a theme for the song and then he'll write some lyrics. Wyatt and I will finish off the music and then I'll write a little bit of lyrics too and we all just, it's definitely a
together.
group
That's
effort.
cool.
Yeah.
So you guys like collaboratively
It's a
Yeah.
write
group effort,
everything.
But actually, just recently we wrote this new, like, a few songs that we're starting to do, and it's just, like, me or Brett will just start playing something completely random, and then Levi will start playing, and then Brett will just start singing words, and we've actually written a song that's, like, super catchy and really good, and we wrote the whole entire song on the spot.
We don't have the verses written yet, so
Unfortunately.
But
Otherwise
Brett
we'd
wrote
play
the chorus, like, singing it, like,
Just
the first time playing.
like freestyle rapping, but
we even we'd like stop, but like it was the weirdest thing, but like we knew exactly what was
dude,
gonna happen.
this is
It
what
was like a
happens
real
when you're a
band.
band.
It's crazy.
Yeah. This is what happens. All right, let's get one more song in, and then let's talk about your social media and stuff like
All
that.
right. What do you guys want to play? The dog song again?
we can do Dolphins. We can do Beyond. We can
Let's do
Step
Dolphins.
Aside.
That's like my favorite song.
All right. He wants
Dolphins.
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 But you guys have to sing along.
All right, I got you.
'Cause dolphins are my favorite animal.
Can you make the noise really quick?
Ready?
Yeah.
Wake up, dolphin. Summer's finally here, and tell all your best friends. 2, 3, 4.
sun, I flop right to the ocean to meet my fishy friends.
Yo, what's up, Flounder?
How's it been? I'm doing flips just for kicks and I'm diving deep down under into the sea.
Into the sea.
Sun's ray, hot day. I spray a cooling vapor through my blowy hole.
Yeah, my
Blowy, 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 oh. Life's calling all night. We live it up. Yes, we do.
2, 3, 4.
Wake up, dolphin.
Summer's finally here.
Cute girls, boyfriends.
I kiss him by the beard.
Whoa, 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 whoa. White boy rap. Drop me some basic skills is what I'm working with, dear. I'm sorry if I choke, but I'm running out of air, I fear. I come from down low, so what you expect? If you don't believe me, ask Ariel, my BFFs. I'm just a gorgeous porpoise trying to find my feet to the beat while I'm shaking my thing and all the keenies on the street. Whoa, whoa, they're waving right back. But look at the size of my tail, honey. How you gonna compete with that? Got more curves than Shamu himself. I mean, homies fly too, but brother, lay off the kelp. It'll go straight to your hips, then down to your fins. You won't be able to swim. You'll break the heart of all those innocent kids. But check this, I'm young and I'm reckless. Skin alone's worth more than your Lexus, so no one can catch this. You better respect it. Throw your hands up and sing it with the bandits. Wake up, dolphin.
Summer's finally here. Cute girls love dolphins. And now we're kissing by the beard.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Summer's finally here. Finally here.
Tide crawls, the ocean is calling me. Life's calling all night, we live it up. Tide crawls, the ocean is calling me. Life's calling all night, we live it up. Tide crawls, the ocean is calling me. Life's calling all night, we live it up. Tide crawls, the ocean is calling me. Life's calling all night, we live it up. Wake up, dolphin. I'm just kidding, I'm a human this time. There's more, don't clap.
Hit it, hit it.
All right.
Well, it ends nice.
That was great. Got the dolphin here.
Thank you.
All right, sweet. So we're wrapping up the show. What do you?
Next hour, and I'll do that on your recording.
Yeah, $50
right.
an hour. You just have like one 3-second
Just one,
clip.
just at the very end.
How much would that be paid? Like 30 cents?
Yeah, probably.
5.
Okay.
5 cents.
All right, we can work some out.
All right, cool. So what is you guys' do you guys have any new music coming out? Any got writing original stuff?
Actually,
We
I
just
Kissed a
recently,
Girl.
we just recently recorded our cover of "I Kissed a Girl."
It's got a
So-
dubstep breakdown.
Yeah,
That is
And
sick.
actually, Tyler Benko and Daniel, his friend, are
Yeah.
somewhere in the song, and you guys have to find
Tyler
it.
I want to
Benko from
be
False
featured in
Prophet.
one of your songs as well.
Heck
Do
yes.
it.
Anything.
Come
you
on.
guys know my digits.
What do you have to offer us other than your body?
Whoa.
Like
That's,
your-
that's all I need,
Let's
right?
have it here.
Well, I'm talking about like an album cover. Like he's really
he has
good
a
looking.
12-year-old brother.
Oh, that's really creepy. What if we use him as the dolphin?
Me?
Sean.
Yes,
Oh.
the boy.
The
We have him
12-year-old.
dressed up in a dolphin suit and kind of bounce around in the audience.
I mean, isn't he on the cover with like a dolphin?
Yeah, but he's really getting
Yeah.
old. He's really getting old.
Brett.
Well, I was looking
I'm
at
not that old. I'm
Yeah,
like 18.
You're pretty old. You're pretty dumb.
Okay. So your guys'
Young and
music
dumb.
is on iTunes?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're on iTunes, Pandora, Spotify, pretty much. You can get our music for free on our website too at
A
juiceboxbandits.com.
little bit of her music.
I'm
Like,
going to download pretty much everything because I don't have
Fantastic.
anything yet.
All right, I'll do it.
Oh, and you guys have any shows coming up so people
Yeah.
can come check you out live?
Yeah, so we're playing Foothill Park, somewhere like that, on October 9th. On October 10th, we're playing with The Fix in, I think it's Buena Park. And on the 26th of October, we're playing at Deep Piazza's, their big Halloween show with Almost Anywhere, so it should be a great time. You guys can check it out on our website. We have all the information. and
Sweet,
stuff,
sounds
too.
good.
And all your
then-
social media
yeah,
sites.
where do we find your social?
Everything / Juicebox Bandits.
That's
And
pretty much
there
it.
you go.
yeah,
Yeah.
just search Juicebox
Twitter, Facebook,
Bandits.
Instagram.
Yeah, except for,
Beautiful.
except for
MySpace.
YouTube is the Juicebox Bandits because someone had already taken Juicebox.
It's not
Well,
Do you guys
horrible.
have a Juicebox Bandits Tinder though?
No.
You guys should.
Isn't that like the word
Should
used?
we?
What about
Yes.
Juicebox Bandits Grinder?
That sounds
This is
dirty.
This is getting real.
I always thought tender was like how you describe a steak.
That's
Tender?
That's
Ten-
tender.
I think it's like a
Tender.
It's
hookup
real
app.
close though.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, thank you.
Isn't it? Is it or no?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's like hot or not. except
So what? Like, is there a band section where like bands could hook
I
up
don't
with
know.
other bands?
Oh, that'd be
But
awesome.
no, this is what you do. Then
bands
you
could hook up
That'd
with
be
you
bands.
you make one
That'd be
account.
so
You
hot, man.
all your pictures have the 3 of you, and then they have
There
to
we go.
guess who's really on the app.
No, Bander.
Oh, and we're
It's Tinder for
Bander.
bands. You
Yeah.
you meet
This
up with
is-
other bands and you like see pictures and they're hear like some of their songs and it's like should we collaborate or not?
that'd be
Speaking
kinda
of
cool.
apps, I'm making a band app, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Call it Bander.
hopefully it should be coming out not too long.
You just search
Bander?
Juicebox Bandits.
It's not in the
But
app
not
store
yet.
yet.
Everything Juicebox Bandits. You
The
guys have new
Juicebox
music on
app.
iTunes. Got shows coming up in October. A lot of them you can check them out on the website at juiceboxbandits.com.
Yep.
Sweet.
Awesome. Well, we're just about out of time, so I want to thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you for
us.
having
You.
us.
Yeah.
Happy birthday again, Garrett.
Garrett.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
That's beautiful.
Happy birthday to you.
You look like a monkey, and you smell like one too.
Woo!
Yeah.
Thanks for the
Happy
brownie
birthday.
stickers, dude. I'm Lauren Dair Owens.
I'm Adam Lusk.
I'm
name
Brett
is-
Cornwell.
And this has been the Music Project. Goodbye.
In the future, talk radio will actually educate, inspire, and make you think. The future is now. Topics in music that affect your life.